The escalation of global warming is the largest issue faced by the world. The main factor that contributes towards global warming is the burning of fossil fuels. Although industrial developed countries immensely contributed towards the harmful upsurge of the global temperature today, the ultimate repercussions must be borne by the developing countries like Sri Lanka. It is these countries in the developing world where the environment still remains conserved, at least to a certain extent, that require awareness on global warming. Although it is necessary that people are made aware from the grassroots level about the repercussions of global warming and how these must be countered, people living in Sri Lanka have little knowledge about this. The journey along Kelani River unfolds with the ambition of creating an appeal about the issue of global warming to Sri Lanka's youth. Let us then begin a voyage of ascent against global warming, along with the environmental-friendly navigators. Kelani Nadee Yatra, a river journey for climate justice. The foundation of the ancient Sri Lankan economy was constructed on the concept of sustaining one's livelihood through safeguarding the environment. Our ancestors, who were concerned over systematic economic development, took action towards material development as well as protecting the environment for future generations. Even today, we are able to witness this environment that they protected. The Kelani Nadee Yatra commenced from the Adams Peak Forest Reserve that boasts of a unique ecosystem with the blessings of the noble triple gem. The voyage was led by a group of young enthusiasts representing various ethnicities and areas. Although this is the beginning of the voyage across the Kelani River, the end of the journey will be marked at the river mouth in Colombo's Crow Island after travelling through villages and towns in a 150-kilometer stretch. The first endeavour was the inspection of water that flows to the Kelani River at the foothills of Adams Peak in the Peak Wilderness Sanctuary.
We've just tested the water here. We've tested a few different basic measurements, and as you can see, it's pristine, it's clear, it's got heaps of oxygen in, it's nice and cool, and no pollutants whatsoever. So I wouldn't have had any hesitation to stick my head in there and drink some, which I'm going to do right now. So it's pristine, so we're at the top of the river, and it's going to be interesting to see how the water quality changes as we get further downstream.
The status that befalls this water as it flows through human dwellings can be found out in the future of our voyage. Among the first day's activities were religious events that signified the value of disciplined youthful lives, environmental meditation and yoga sessions. As our voyagers travelled, they concentrated on the biodiversity of areas along the Muskelia River, a main tributary to Kelani River, which experiences decreasing water levels these days. They endeavored to understand the environment more closely by engaging in nature-related activities. The Kelani Nadee travelers arrived at the Muskelia town and performed a Tamil language play which expressed the repercussions of environmental destruction and created awareness among people. They also initiated educating people at grassroots level about the upsurge of global warming. Everything is interconnected. This group of youth was able to educate themselves about many things that they encountered during their journey. This knowledge will enable them to protect the environment in the future. Our group is now ready to inspect the water from the Muskelia River.
අද අපේ කැලණි නදී යාත්‍රාවේ 6 වෙනි දිනය අද අපි කිතුල්ගල සීල්ස් ඇඩ්වෙන්චර් කණ්ඩායමත් සමග එකතු වෙලා අපේ දරුවන්ට නායකත්ව පුහුණුවක් ලබා දෙනවා පාරිසරික නායකයන් බවට පත් කරන්න ඔවුන් අද මේ දින ලබා ගන්නා පුහුණුව ඉතාමත් වැදගත් වේයයි අපි සිතනවා.
Creating future leaders who are competent in protecting the environment is a necessity of the era. The youth who contributed to the Kelani Nadee Yatra across the Kelani River received this opportunity during their journey. Our country is a heaven for tourists because of the biodiversity that we possess. Therefore, ecotourism and nature-based tourism is becoming very popular, especially with the end of war, which we had for nearly 30 years. This is a fine example of how the economy can be strengthened by protecting the environment. The Kelani Nadee travelers conducted tree planting programs in selected locations along the way to symbolize the necessity of trees as a means of absorbing carbon dioxide. The travelers' next stop was the Yatiyantota town, which is the main city that the Kelani River flows through. While educating the inhabitants about climate change and environmental issues, the travelers also shared unique experiences of their journey. Travelers bid adieu to Yatiyantota and found their next stop at the Ruanvalla town. Travelling on bicycles to signify the ability of reducing burning of fossil fuel, which causes a direct impact on the increase of global warming, people's attention was attracted to the importance of using such green travel modes which have zero emission. There is a need of popularizing riding of bicycles among Sri Lankans, as many think development is just buying a motorbike or a car. Voyagers who took part in a Scouts training session also engaged in a training session that consisted of practical activities necessary for environmental explorations. As there were few more kilometers for the water of the Kelani River to blend with the ocean, The voyagers did not forget to inspect its status at Hanvalla, having withstood the burdens of inhabitants and geographical patterns. Everyone who contributed to the journey across the Kelani River distributed the message of action to people at a time of ascending global warming, where the Kelani River awaits to flow into the Indian Ocean. We are now at the ocean and have reached the end of our journey. This river did not expect anything in return while serving us. This journey opened our eyes as how we should pay our gratitude to this river as well as Mother Nature.
හරිම සුන්දර ගමනක් අපි සෑහෙන වින්දා අපි කොහොම කටුක අත්දැකීම් ලැබුවත් එහින් අපි ඉගෙන ගත් දේ බොහෝ තිබුණා.
අපේ මේ පරිසරය රැකගෙන අපි මතු පරපුරට දායක කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියන එක තමයි මම මේ හරහා ඉගෙන ගත්තේ.
ஏனைய பிரதேசங்களில் ஏற்படுகின்ற அந்த தண்ணீரை பழுதாகின்ற செயற்பாடுகள் தொடர்பான விழிப்புணர்வை நான் ஏற்படுத்தி கொண்டிருப்பேன் என்பதை
මම මීට කලින් පරිසරය මේ විදිහට අත්දැකලා නැහැ. ජීවිතේ ප්‍රථම වතාවට පරිසරය නියමාකාර විදිහට දකින්නේ කොහොමද කියන එක ඉගෙන ගත්තා. පරිසරයට ගොඩක් සංවේදී වෙන්න ඕනේ කොහොමද කියන එක අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තා.
පරිසරයට මෙන්ම සමාජයට යම්කිසි දෙයක් මෙම කැලණි නදී යාත්‍රාව හරහා මට ඉටු කිරීමේ හැකියාව තිබෙනවා.
මම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන දේ මට ලැබුණා. ඉතින් මම ඉදිරියට බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා ඒ දේවල් තවත් වැඩි දියුණු කරගෙන සමාජයට පරිසරයට යම් දෙයක් ඉටු කිරීමට.
The present generation does not have a right to the environment. They only have a mere guardianship. It is necessary to safeguard these natural resources to fulfill the requirements of the global population. The youth who participated to create awareness about global warming realized themselves this eternal truth.